Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to SevTech Ages. So I set my perks in my astral tome here so that I now have mineral enrichment. It says stone near you might turn into more valuable stone. So I decided to come down here and yeah, we're getting coal. We have some abyssal copper. And then we have some lorem ipsum. I have no idea what that is. But so, yes, this definitely works. I'm actually kind of surprised the abyssal copper can be used for things. But yeah. Oh, redstone? So, yeah, we can just stand somewhere and just turn a whole bunch of dirt into, or stone into whatever. There's some more of that lorem ipsum, whatever that is. So I'm kind of curious to see what all we can turn stone into and if our height matters. So, yeah. Oh, we got some abyssal tin. Apparently we have quite a bit of stuff that we have been changing. There's some coal. Yeah, I think I want to go down a bit lower and see. Do I see another one back? No, that's that. But yeah, I want to go down a little lower and see if there's any other interesting ores that we can get. So, yeah, gonna do a little bit of AFK in various locations, see what happens. So I'm over here at Apache's base right now. I wanted to give him a little bit of a present, so I said have some cobblestone. Gave him 2 full crates of cobblestone, so that's a double chest worth of cobblestone. Hope that'll help him out a little. But on the way back, I want to stop by Wandering One's base because I think we have the first official prank on the server. So, with my ability to gen ores, I decided I would go and just play a little joke on Wandering One. I sat around in his base for a little bit and caused a whole bunch of ores to spawn. And so we'll get into his base and take a look around, and I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, it's taken me a bit longer to get over here than I really wanted it to. But so yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of suffocation damage coming in here, but that's okay. So let's shut the door. Don't want my horse wandering out. So down here we have ores all over the place. So I left signs. What kind of disease has infected your base? And so if we go down a little deeper, there's a bunch more. And it says, did you do something that you shouldn't have? And if we go deeper, we can see these ores continue further down. And we'll get down here. So Wandering One has a spawner down here for Blaze. And it says, such a strange infection. So if we continue down, we've got a little bit of stuff down here at the bottom as well. And so, yeah, there's a whole bunch of ores down here too. Now, what I've found out is we are getting iron, gold, tin, copper, lapis, let's see here, coal, redstone. We're not getting anything else, but we do get an awful lot of each of them. And I guess off in some of the side caves, I put a little bit of stuff as well. So, yeah, have fun with that, Wandering One. I did find out, though, also that stone that we place on the ground is not immune to this effect. So it's pretty much any smooth stone will get turned into ores. So the thing that tipped me off to this was that I had a piece of stone here, it was that one right there, that turned into a copper ore. So I set up this little thing here to try to see what the area of effect was on this. So what it looks like, I was standing right in this little alcove here. So it looks like it affects 3 blocks out, 1 block up, and then at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 blocks down. So it's definitely further down than it is up, but also it looks like a square effect. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clean all of this up. It was a neat little experiment to find out what was going on with that. But yep, got all of that. Oh, would you just stay in your pen? Stop it. Stay over here. You numbskull. Stay over there. So yeah, I am going to clean all of this up real quick. I have a huge amount of ores that I've picked up, but pretty much anywhere that there is a path where I've been working or anything like that, if this affects 3 blocks down into the ground, we're going to have ores all over under paths and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to clean all this up, and then we will go back over to the astral sorcery area and take a look at our next step, which hopefully will get us to the ability to turn our regular iron ore into the star metal ore. Well, I must say I am absolutely loving this starlight infusion, so it is so much easier to make these lenses now. So every once in a while I will use a bucket of starlight. Didn't use any again, so that's 3 in a row now that have not used any starlight. But I put all of my barrels that have the liquid starlight over here. I've also moved my light well over here, and I think I'm going to try to get something set up there where I have a tall barrel like I have over in my house to hold all of that. Again, no starlight used. Nice. But we have liquid hoppers, and I think those will be able to pull the liquid starlight out of the light well, and if we have a large enough clay barrel next to it, we shouldn't have any problem dealing with all of that. So now we can see this bucket got used this time, so I'll go ahead and place that back, and we'll get another one going on here. I want to make the rest of these glass panes into lenses, because I know we're going to need a lot of lenses coming up. So just kind of look around, make sure that nothing's been used. Nope. So I don't know if this gets better with time. With the more times you do this, it uses less starlight, or if it's just totally a random usage. No clue. But yeah, once again, no usage. So we've got 2 left here, 1 left now. So yeah, we'll be able to get into that iridescent altar in a bit, I hope. So double check here. Once again, no use. Wow, that is just amazing that I can get that much on 1 bucket. Now, before, the way to make these lenses was to use an aquamarine gem, and I think that's just ridiculous at times now. And also, one other thing, when you dip into the liquid starlight, you get night vision. Now, it's not really noticeable here. It makes it to where we can see underwater, which is kind of nice, and we'll see here in just a second the water will become darker. But, well, maybe. There we go. So, yeah, the night vision effect does help a lot. But so, to make this iridescent altar now, we are going to need some sooty marble, some runed marble, glass lens, a crystal of some kind. Wait. Oh, it requires a celestial or an attuned celestial crystal, and then some resonating gems. So we have the resonating gems, we have the sooty marble. I think we needed 4 of those. We need a bunch of marble. Oh, wow. So I had to go out and mine some marble. I was actually running out because of how much I have used. So let's grab our chisel. We will turn this marble into the runed marble, and then we need a celestial crystal. Let's find one that's not very good. I saw 48. That looks like the worst one out of all of them. So we need the celestial crystal in the middle, right? Where did you go? There you are. Okay, we need a lens up top. We need sooty marble. Well, yeah. I'm forgetting the recipe very quickly. Okay, so we need the sooty marble in these 4 locations. We need the runed marble in those, and then we need these in these 4 locations. And now, is this going to be one of those things that it doesn't show up until we have enough starlight, which the sun is starting to go down. That is good. Let's just double check the recipe, make sure that I've got it right. So, looks like everything is good. So I think we're just waiting for enough star power to be able to do this, and I'm pretty sure this will change our celestial altar. So let's take a look at the astral tome and see. So while the celestial altar has certainly served its purpose, its flaws are also plainly visible. Newer ideas lead to the thought that focusing starlight from specific constellations might be more powerful than just plainly trying to absorb any kind of starlight. Now, this is not possible to do with the current design. Maybe with some sooty marble and the newfound strength of the celestial crystals, a more fitting construct can be made. So we're going to be making this iridescent altar, and then we need this. So it looks like just a modification of the existing structure here. But not only does the new design require a somewhat more delicate structure, while crafting additional items occasionally need to be added to during the crafting process. Okay, that doesn't exactly work. In order to do that, spectral relays have to be placed onto the sooty marble of the altar's structure. While crafting, the focusing crystal will project a beam of colored light to an empty spectral relay that's nearby, displaying the item expected in order to continue crafting. So we are going to need a bunch of stuff for that. This still doesn't have enough star power. So yeah, we're just going to have to wait here, and I have no idea how much this is going to take. But I will try to get this done, and I'll be back. Really? Rain? But we now have enough star power in here to make our iridescent altar. So, like I say, I'm pretty sure this is going to change. Did we run out? I think that we are right at the limit. And so I'm probably going to have to put in another spectral relay to make this work. So, yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to put this. I have one more spectral relay here. Whoops, not a lens. I want a spectral relay and a lens, and then I'm going to need some marble. So yeah, I'll get that set up, and hopefully that will take care of everything. And actually, we only need 8 of these. So yep, I'll be back in a little bit. So I want to try this out now. I made the liquid hopper, put it underneath the light well, and I've made a very large clay barrel with clay barrel extensions. So we are going to grab one of our rock crystals here, and once again we're looking for ones with low purity, and we're going to put this in here. And it does look like, yeah, it is pulling the liquid starlight out of the light well. So this will slowly fill up with liquid starlight, and we will not have to worry about liquid starlight ever again. If we ever get a little bit low on it, we'll just drop another crystal in here and it'll refill our barrel. Now, as far as I know, let me just try this out. So if we grab a barrel of liquid starlight here, we can drop it in there, and then yes, we can take it back out. So I'm going to actually empty out all of these and put them into this. And there's 4 buckets in each one. No, not what I wanted to do. So I have no idea how much liquid starlight we are going to get out of that crystal, but I have a whole bunch more clay barrel extensions, so if it starts looking like we're going to be completely full, I can always change that. So let's take a look here at where our depth is. Yeah, it's quite a ways down there. I can't hardly believe that we would get that much out of this one crystal. But so I have set up the altar area for the iridescent altar. Oh wow, that broke really fast. But I have set up the area around here for the iridescent altar, and once I got it finished, it put this guy in. So this is some type of a collection crystal. It's just a phantom item, but it's part of the iridescent altar. And one thing that I found really interesting is you can have extra blocks in here, and it doesn't matter. I had marble scaffolding all over in here when I was building that, and as soon as I put the last block in place, then the altar was okay. So I'm kind of curious to know what you can do here. You know, apparently you can add a lot more stuff to this and it will still work. But anyway, you look at it. So what we needed to do next, and this was actually what I was going to do first, and I need an at there. So I wanted to make this collection crystal. So we're going to make a celestial collection crystal. Now this takes resonating gems and stardust. So unfortunately I'm going to have to make more of this crushed quartz. Do we need to go to the Nether? Ooh, that is so much better than messing around with the massively complicated recipe to make this otherwise. You know what? I think I'm going to make a trip to the Nether. It's going to be my first trip to the Nether. I'm going to find a little bit of Nether quartz, and we'll use our starlight infusion for that. So yep, I'm going to go grab my horse, head out to the savannah where we have that portal, and I'm going to head to the Nether and see what I can find over there. So here we are in the savannah at the Nether portal. We're going to go ahead and light this. And apparently this is not the portal that Wandering One went through. So here, let's get a couple of things out of our inventory here. So I've got my looting or fortune hammer with me, so that should really help out there. Get just a tiny bit more of this stuff moved around, and we're going to go through. Here we go. Let's hope that we're not in a bad situation, because I did not bring any blocks with me. That was kind of a dumb move. Oh, and there we go. Enter the Nether. Come on, come on. Brown elder mushroom kit. Oh my god, this looks totally different than the Nether. That is actually really amazing. A lot of soul sand. We have two different types of netherrack here. Well, before we do anything, let's get ourselves a bookmark here. Oh, wow, we have an actual map. So it actually adds that Nether portal map for our waypoint for us. So we have mushroom stems, Enoki mushrooms. There's... Oh. I'm moving on my own. It's like those push me around. So red elder cap mushrooms, soul sand giving off particles. Oh man, this is just freakishly weird. Gloomy netherrack. So what do we have up here then? If that's gloomy netherrack, this is lively netherrack, and we have a little bit of nether quartz right here. So fortune will come in really handy for this. We still only got one. Alright, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna kind of look around here for a little bit. Got a little bit more up there. There's some more of there. Yeah, so I'm gonna gather up a little bit of this nether quartz. I know we're gonna need some soul sand later on, so I'm probably gonna grab a bunch of that. I'll want my excavator for this. So grab the excavator, and yeah, I'm gonna gather up a bunch of resources here. I don't foresee us having any issues right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this stuff. And what can we do with this stuff? Okay, so we can make some type of a plant twine with that, and then that can be used in place of the plant twine that we have in the overworld. Interesting. So soul sand is kind of like the dirt here, I guess? Whoa, what the? What are you? Why did you attack me? Oh, there's something, an ember. What? That was messed up. But the nice part is my armor automatically heals now, which is really gonna suck because this curse of binding, I won't be able to get rid of it unless I die. The good news is once I die, that will come back off, but it won't disappear since it's just the curse of binding and not the curse of vanishing. But yeah, I'm going to gather up a bunch of resources here, and then I'll head back to the overworld. We'll use this stuff to get our star metal now. So I now have a box for Nether related items, and I already had all this blaze powder in here, and I added in a stack of nether quartz, which I crushed 38. I got a whole bunch of gloomy netherrack, a little bit of regular netherrack, some soul sand, and then I found it rather interesting. Wither skeletons can spawn pretty much anywhere in the nether. So I killed 2 of them. I got a little bit of wither dust, 3 wither bones, and 2 wither skull fragments. Now these fragments, if we get 9 of those, we can make a wither skull. So regardless of whether we get a skull or not, we still have the opportunity to get the stuff. Then we have some thorn stalk, some cinerous fiber, some flame string, and that comes from spiders. And then we've got some seeds and spores. Plant on any solid surface. Plant on nether farmland. And this one, plant near lava. So some of that. We actually have farming in the nether. That sounds very interesting. But it is nighttime. I am going to go and get my starlight infusion done on all of this nether quartz dust, and then hopefully we will be able to go on to the next thing. And now as the sun sets, our star power is increasing, and we will finally be able to make this attuned collection crystal. So we'll go ahead and set this off, and this should make that crystal fairly quickly. Now one thing that I did, I made a bunch more of the spectral relays and laid those out here because we will need those for the iridescent crafting here in a little bit. So I'm not sure what we need to do with this crystal once we get it made, but there we go. Oh my gosh, that thing is huge. But yeah, we've got our purity and cutting are still the same, but our size is 577 now. What is our max size? 900 on those. Okay, so I don't know if these will gradually break down or what, but let's take a look at our astral tome and see if there is anything here then on this. So enhanced collector crystals. Okay, yes, we do need a spot for it. So infusing star metal dust with rock crystal created a superior collector crystal that is able to grow much larger and more stable than most other collectors. Still, the collection of starlight wanes greatly with the passing of the night. There may be a way to further stabilize and even out the collective properties of the new crystal by constructing a specialized platform and surrounding it in liquid starlight to continually adjust the crystal's resonance. This should not only even the ebb and flow of starlight throughout the day, but strengthen it overall. So yes, we have an interesting little setup here. This actually takes a 3x3 of marble on the underside. And for some reason, all of these marbles are grayed out. Weird. But so we're going to need a bunch of marble here, and I think what we're going to do is go slightly off in this direction. I know we still have a lot of star power over in that direction. Now here just a second ago I was talking with Wandering One, and I had kind of an interesting idea, and oh my gosh, yeah, going off that way, that is definitely the way to go. But so I was talking with Wandering One here just a bit ago, and kind of had an idea. You know, I wanted to be able to build my astral sorcery stuff up on top of this mountain. Unfortunately, this is the only area that's high in star power in the area. And so I was going to build some airships up here to get it higher up in the sky, but what I am thinking to do instead is I will build the airships, but I'm only going to put spectral relays on them. And then we're going to beam the light back down to the top of the mountain for all of this stuff, because this stuff is massive, especially the attunement altar. But so the next thing that we need is to get that set up. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of materials and I'll come back once I've got it all set up. All right, this appears to be working. So I have set the collector crystal on top of this little altar. Got a lens here. I have linked the crystal to the lens and the lens to this piece of iron ore. There we go, star metal ore. Nice, that didn't even take very long. So I will go ahead and, oh, I can't harvest that with this pickaxe. That was a waste of an iron ore. So I will have to get some steel before I can actually harvest this. But so if I place this back in the same spot, yeah, this one will change as well. But yeah, I'm going to have to get a better pickaxe before I can actually harvest this stuff. Thankfully, we can get the star metal, or the stardust from that thing. But the star metal ingots, we're still going to need to get this ore. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to work on getting the steel. And I know that Wandering One has already gotten that set up. And so, yeah, I will have to try to play catch up with him on immersive engineering. So yeah, I'll work on that probably in the next episode, because I think we're close enough that I'm going to call it good in this episode. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or something that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!